Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and it's my pleasure to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. Today, we're going to dive into a skill that is absolutely critical in modern hospitality: professional risk management in MICE sales. This isn't just about avoiding problems, it's really about turning uncertainty into a real advantage. So, let's get started.
All right, so what's on the docket today? Think of this as our game plan. First, we'll get the lay of the land, MICE, the opportunity, and the uncertainty that comes with it. Then, we're going to get into our toolkit. We're talking contracts, which are your foundational shield. We'll look at operations, planning for how things actually work. And of course, communication, the absolute key to building trust. Finally, we'll bring it all home and talk about the big picture, building true professional resilience.
This quote right here, it's the whole philosophy in a nutshell. Risk management isn't some extra thing you bolt on at the end. No way. It is absolutely central to being a professional in MICE sales. It's about weaving excellence and foresight into every single thing you do, right from that very first call.
Okay, first things first. Let's really get a handle on the world we're operating in. The MICE industry is this incredible space with huge opportunities, but it definitely comes with its own set of built-in uncertainties. And knowing that right from the get-go is the secret to managing it all effectively.
So, just to make sure we're all on the same page, what exactly is MICE? It's meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions. But look at that definition. We're not just talking about booking a few rooms here. These are complex, high-stakes events. You're bringing together people, tech, logistics, big financial investments, and whenever you have that much complexity, you get both incredible opportunity and, you guessed it, vulnerability.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Look at all these sources of uncertainty: economic ups and downs, travel getting disrupted, political shifts, public health, even the weather. So much of this stuff is completely outside of your control or your client's control. And that is precisely why having a professional, pre-planned approach to risk is not just a nice-to-have, it is absolutely essential. All right, so how do we start dealing with all that uncertainty? Well, let's turn to our first and honestly our most powerful tool, the contract. This is where we build the solid foundation for a clear, protected, and successful partnership.
Yeah, I really want you to think about contracts this way. They are not weapons. They're not for starting a fight. A good contract actually prevents conflict. It's a tool for clarity. It makes sure everybody, you and the client, is on the exact same page. And it protects everyone's interests. It's the bedrock of a professional relationship.
Okay, this is absolutely vital, especially for you as future leaders. You have to know the difference between these two clauses. A cancellation policy, that's for predictable stuff. When one of the parties decides to change their plans, it's about choices. But a force majeure clause, that's totally different. That's for the act of God scenarios, the big, unpredictable, extraordinary events. Think natural disasters, government shutdowns, things that make the event literally impossible and are way beyond anyone's control.
And this slide breaks down the why behind cancellation fees perfectly. It's not about punishing the client, it's just smart business logic that protects the venue. Look at the timeline. If they cancel more than 180 days out, the fee is minimal, right? Because we can probably rebook that space. But as you get closer and closer to the date, 90 days, 30 days, our chances of replacing that business get smaller and smaller. The fee has to reflect that lost opportunity. It's fair, it's structured, and it's transparent.
Okay, so a great contract is in place, but that's just the paper. Risk management has to live and breathe in your day-to-day operations. Because here's the bottom line. Every single promise made in a sales pitch has to be a promise that the operations team can deliver on without a hitch.
As a professional, you need to have these potential risks on your radar constantly. Are we selling a massive event right in the middle of our busiest season? Are we going to stretch our staff too thin? Do we have backup plans for our tech? What happens if the main projector or the Wi-Fi goes down during a keynote? Aligning what sales promises with what operations can actually do, that is just non-negotiable for success.
All right, let's talk about the glue that holds all of this together. The master tool, really. And that is honest, transparent, and proactive communication. This is what transforms a transaction into a true partnership.
I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head for how modern business works. Trust isn't built by pretending everything is perfect and challenges don't exist. It's the opposite. It's built on being transparent and showing your client, hey, we've thought about these potential issues, and here's our plan. That's what builds real confidence.
And think about the shift in perception here.
When you bring up potential challenges openly, you're not creating fear. You are demonstrating expertise. You're showing them that you're in their corner, dedicated to making sure their event is a massive success, no matter what. That's how you stop being just another venue, just another vendor, and you become their indispensable, trusted advisor.
Okay, so let's bring this all together and think bigger for a moment. The goal here isn't just about managing risk for one event at a time. The real endgame, the ultimate objective, is to build what we call organizational resilience. And through that, you build a reputation that's absolutely rock solid.
So what does resilience actually look like in a hotel? It means that when the unexpected happens, and trust me, it always does, your team, your systems, your entire culture is ready to adapt on the fly. You can respond effectively, maintain that high level of service, and most importantly, keep your clients' confidence. A resilient venue is one that shines, even when things get tough.
And never ever forget this. Your reputation is your single most valuable asset. The success or failure of an event gets tied directly to your hotel's brand. Every great event you pull off builds that reputation. So when you practice responsible risk management, you're not just dotting I's and crossing T's, you are actively protecting and enhancing your brand.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. How can you turn risk management into your competitive advantage? Because the best in this business, the true professionals, they don't just see risk as something to be avoided. They see it as a chance to show off their expertise, to build unshakable trust, and to win with clients who are looking for more than just a space. They're looking for a genuinely reliable professional partner.